You have probably heard of many different kinds of trusts. There can be spendthrift trusts, testamentary trusts, funeral trusts, charitable trusts, land trusts. It can go on and on. But the bottom line is that all of those trusts are contracts, and all of those trusts fall into two categories. So they are either revocable or they're irrevocable. And regardless of whether they're revocable or irrevocable, they all consist of these three things. So one is the grantor or settlor. They're the same thing. They just use two different words. That's the person who creates the trust document and transfers the property or assets to the trust. Number two is the trustee, and that's the party who follows the trust's instructions. They invest the funds, they use the trust property for the beneficiary's need, and they take care of administrative expenses for the trust. Third one's the beneficiary. That's the person who just gets to sit back and enjoy the benefits from the trust assets or the income. Now, it is possible for one person to act in all three of those roles, in which case you have a revocable trust. And that type of trust you can change at any time, you can revoke it. Those types of trusts offer total flexibility, but what they do not do is they do not provide protection from creditors. They do not avoid or even minimize Pennsylvania's inheritance tax or the federal estate tax. And it actually may disqualify you from government benefits because the assets held in the revocable trust are counted against your resource limits for Medicaid and other programs. Whereas if you owned it in your own name, it wouldn't count initially. We'll get into that more. If, however, you take away your ability to change the trust in any way and you've given up enough control over that trust, it can become irrevocable. And the government then accepts the fact that those assets held in that irrevocable trust are no longer yours, even if you're still the beneficiary, even if you're able to use these things for your benefit. So that type of trust does allow you to protect your assets from creditors. It allows you to minimize federal estate taxes and Pennsylvania inheritance tax, and it also allows you to become eligible to protect those particular assets in that trust if you needed to go into a skilled nursing home. So I know that some of you wanted to hear more detail about those three types of things that the irrevocable trust can protect you from. And I'm going to get into that in more detail, but I was getting a lot of questions about trusts in general, so I thought that this just might be a little bit helpful for people. And if you did find it helpful, please like, share, and follow me for more information. And until next time, I hope you have a great day.